From the moment a fetus starts to breathe and its heart starts beating and it starts to develop the capacity to feel, it already has the potential to suffer and the potential to die any friggin' moment. We all know for a fact that every single living being that has ever lived has died inevitably. Okay? There is absolutely no way to doubt this fact. Everybody will die. So from the moment you conceive a child, you already know that it is going to die. Something will kill it at the end of its life. You just don't know what it is that will be going to cause its death, but there is a 100% guarantee that something will kill it. You know this for a fact. Therefore, once you conceive it, you agree with it that something is going to kill your child. So basically, you are shaking hands with the thing that will cause the death of your child. You have accepted that something will murder your child, and you had absolutely no problems with that the moment you have conceived your child. Now, since you shook hands with the murderer that will once murder your child, whether it be a disease or an unfortunate accident, you basically want to murder your own child. So don't be surprised over its death, because it's your fault, since you perfectly knew this was inevitable, okay? Even though you actually don't want something to kill your child, you should be smart enough to know that something will definitely kill it, and therefore you want your child to die. If you know beforehand that depression is going to kill your child, would you conceive your child regardless? Or is it okay for Mr. Depression to commit the murder? You love your child so much you will hire Mr. Depression to destroy your child. Once again, I know that this is not the intention of any parent, but you know that it is going to die. Therefore, you agree with that. You like it that something will hurt and kill your child at the end of its life. Apparently. I mean, if you know that bad stuff will happen inevitably, then you wish that upon your child. You love it that your child will die. You love the heartbreaks it will have to go through. You love the pain your child has to go through when it will catch a disease or when it will break its ankle. You love that because you love life, and suffering is a part of life. Breaking bones is a part of life. Getting malaria is a part of life. Being poor is a part of life. Getting depressed is a part of life. You love your child to suffer. Oh no, you don't. I'm sorry. But when bad stuff happens to your child, it suddenly becomes an unfortunate accident. Oh shit, you didn't saw that coming, right? Not a single thought in your ignorant brain that could come up with the fact that unfortunate accidents are inevitable in a world completely filled with potential dangers. Instead, you will blame your child for being stupid to do something dangerous, or you will blame whatever causes the suffering. And what's even worse and absolutely disgusting and insane is when you say that abortion is so evil. Abortion is murder. How dare you kill an innocent fetus? Okay, so you really love your child to be disabled and brain dead its entire life? You love your child to be hospitalized every fucking day, lying in bed, suffering from a terrible skin disease? You really don't want to prevent that if you knew that this was going to happen? Oh, but sometimes doctors say that the child will come out completely disabled, but the child eventually came out completely fine and is now a healthy, happy and intelligent boy. And you wanted to kill that child. You are such an asshole for killing a decent and beautiful human being. Oh, so are we going to gamble with life now? Just because sometimes it does happen that healthy babies are born even though the doctor said it would came out completely disabled, just because of that, we have to take the risk and still give birth to the baby. And we will completely ignore the amount of babies that are born completely disfigured and physically and mentally disabled. Let's not give a single fuck about them. They just have bad luck. As long as my baby is healthy, it's okay. And every other disabled baby can go fuck themselves and live out their shitty, crumbled, disabled lives. Let's consider this question. Which one is worse? Killing a fetus that has absolutely no knowledge of the world whatsoever. It doesn't know that it has parents. It doesn't know that it exists. It doesn't know what the world is like. It doesn't know what love is, what happiness is. It doesn't know shit. It is barely conscious of anything. Or you could wait until the fetus becomes a full-grown, disabled, malfunctioning adult who is confined to bed and depends upon permanent medical supervision, and is fully conscious and knows what love is and what happiness is, but unfortunately he or she has only a couple more years to live before death will strike. And oh dear, that will create so much mental suffering on top of the physical suffering, because once you're old and developed enough, you will start to love and respect your family, and saying goodbye will be heartbreaking, and that will cause a lot of mental suffering. In contrast to the fetus who has absolutely no mental suffering since it hasn't developed the capacity to love. So you bastards rather prefer to prolong a disabled person's life so that he or she can cry to her parents, "Oh please mommy and daddy, don't let me die. I love you so much. Thank you for taking care of me so much. Oh, we love you too, honey, more than you will ever think. We are going to miss you forever. You didn't deserve this. You deserve a happy and healthy life. Oh, but I'm sorry. We already kinda knew this was going to happen to you when you were still in my tummy. We just kept praying and hoping that God would create a miracle for you. But unfortunately, He didn't. But He still loves you. He will love you forever in heaven." Bull shit. This is all based on taking risks, false hope, and blind faith in life. The best thing you can do to prevent your child from all this crap is to eradicate its capacity to feel as fast as possible and as painlessly as possible, instead of dragging it into years of physical and emotional drama, only to achieve a couple of temporary moments of love and happiness. Love and happiness are not required to complete a being's life. A fetus has never experienced love or happiness. It has zero self-agenda. Therefore, it doesn't crave love or happiness yet. And when it dies, it can't regret the fact that it didn't live out its life. It didn't even know that it existed in the first place, and if you don't know that you are alive, you can't die, and therefore you can't suffer from the idea that you will die. We all just do this for the sake of love and having happy moments with our children. We love to endure all the emotional drama that comes along with it, because at least we could love our child, and that's the most important thing in life. Yes, that's right. It is the most important thing in life, because loving your child is a self-serving desire. You want to love your child because it creates the most beautiful feelings in the world for you and only you. Alright, for your child as well. But all your attention goes to your family and friends because they will generate feelings of love and happiness for you. And everything else can go fuck themselves. As long as you, your child, your family, and your friends can feel the love and happiness, it's okay. So fuck the world. No, fuck you for being a goddamn selfish cunt. It always boils down to your need to experience love, pleasure, and happiness. And if all that is all settled, the world suddenly becomes a good place, an amazing, wonderful dream. And if you tell me that I am taking away the potential experience of love and happiness from the child, well, consider all the stuff that will eventually cause everybody's death. The cause of death takes away your futuristic potential to experience love and happiness. Imagine all the potential love and happiness that we could experience if we continued living. If we could eradicate all the causes of death, we could live forever and experience love and happiness for infinity. My only question is, are you willing to fight the elements forever in order to achieve the next moment of love or happiness? How much will you endure before you will give up the need to satisfy your desire for love and happiness? How much does it take before you are completely sated with love, happiness, and pleasure? Will it ever be enough, or will you continue into infinity? I don't think this is possible. I think that one day you will stop hunting for it and that you will lose your desire to continue this infinite process of chasing good feelings. You will finally understand that you have been running around in circles all this time and that there is no permanent state of pure love and happiness. You will always fall back into a state of being less happy, and you will chase happiness again, endlessly. The very last thing that you will desire is to end your own desire, and that will cause your death. Your very last wish, if it depends on your free will in an infinite life, will be the wish to kill yourself, and you will understand that this is the reason why you were born, to become desireless, to eventually die and lose all your precious memories of your entire existence. So if you tell me that I am taking away the potential experience of love and happiness from the child, understand that I am just skipping this whole entire process of chasing love and happiness until the realization that you want to become desireless. In fact, the fetus is already desireless. It is already in the state of being that it would wish it was in if it were to live an entire life. So killing a fetus painlessly is less harmful for the fetus than brain cancer killing an adult while crying and mourning together with family and friends. So yeah, I guess I've made my point now. This will be the end of the video. Later.